Before we start this film will be a little bit different than the other three Batman films in the cinematic universe. This film will be Uprising. It will show Harvey Dent's return to power as a DA from the lowest form to the highest. When we first see Dent as a child, he will be very charismatic and we will all instantly like him. He will be that kind of person who just draws attention. However, Dent will have nothing. He will be broke. He lives in his father's garage, as his father was so cruel he couldn't even give him a real place in the house, and all that kept him occupied was the thought of flipping his lucky coin. We will see how he lives with a little desk in the corner and a light bulb hanging over the small garage. There's also a bed wherein he sleeps, showing how he doesn't even have the privilege of living in a real house. This film will also really hit home from the beginning that Harvey is an aspiring district attorney. He wants to make a difference as the DA and believes he can make Gotham City a safer place. Even back then in the past, he still believed in his ability to help others out there, which was why he was so devoted to justice and living here trying to make a difference. He spends his time in the basement sketching out designs for the future of the city. We will see at first Harvey just doesn't care about money, he doesn't care about fame. The only thing he has his sights set on right now is making the world a better place as a district attorney. That's his dream, and it's the only thing he values at the moment. The only thing he cares about is justice, and Harvey's willingness to work in such a tiny garage will be a representation of this need to help and secure the future of other people around him. Harvey's journey as a hero will begin when the neighbor tells him that his dog was in a tragic accident and he just wants it to walk again. Harvey will jump straight into action, wanting to help this person, as it is his nature to instantly help other people. Harvey manages to get the dog to walk again by issuing a court statement, using his skills so far as a modern district attorney. News of Harvey's heroics spreads quickly, and it isn't before long before Dent is in the newspaper, and the film takes off from here. Harvey becomes famous, and his newfound fame will be a big factor throughout the rest of the film. Eventually, Harvey becomes a celebrity, always persecuting criminals who deserve it and putting them behind bars. In Harvey's local neighborhood, he becomes a celebrity, and people would always call to him whenever they needed a DA to prosecute the criminals who had good lawyers. However, one thing is still clear. The amount of money that Harvey brings in for every case he wins doesn't matter. He doesn't care about the fame. He doesn't care about the money. All he wants to do is make the city a better place. Throughout every scene with Harvey, something we learned about his character is that he just likes the act of helping people. The act of knowing he's doing something good just for the sake of it. He doesn't want money, he doesn't want fame, he just likes the feeling of helping people in need, which is what drove him to want to help an entire city of people. This will be when we meet a man known as Salvatore Maroni, and it will be the turning point in the film, as we learn that Maroni is different than Harvey. He has a lot more of a business mindset and is a lot more hardened. He just cares about making money, no matter who it hurts, or how much people he has to kill to achieve it. He is cocky and has a brash and non-caring attitude, and it is hinted that he has killed a few people along the way. Maroni, in his introduction, we learn is a very dangerous character and someone that Dent would not be associated with on a daily basis. But strangely enough, he gets on very well with Dent, despite the two of them being complete opposites and never expecting them to see each other. Dent, being so charismatic and not having any knowledge of Maroni's activities, agrees to start a law firm with them. Dent would prosecute the criminals, with Maroni as the assistant DA. Maroni tells Dent that he can't keep living like this. If he really wants to make a difference and help people, he gotta put himself out there and become a beacon of hope. He has to be above everyone, and he manipulates Dent into seeing things Maroney's way, that he has to be more than just the everyday man. Even though Dent doesn't care about the money and the fame, it's due to Maroney's manipulation that slightly makes him change his views. However, very subtly as the film goes on, we start to notice changes in Harvey's personality. He begins to lash out occasionally and only cares about the popularity, and he starts acting more like Maroney than himself that we saw at the beginning of the film. As the film goes on, we see that Harvey is starting to act more like the character that we all know and love from the mainstream DC comics. However, he still retains the initial need that we saw at the beginning to help people in need. From here on out, the film will follow their success as Harvey Dent and Salvatore Maroney's business becomes very profitable. With Harvey as the golden boy of Gotham City, the city looks up to him as he is a symbol of hope. He is the DA of Gotham City. However, it isn't long before Dent notices that something's off. The clients are beginning to lose. The firm is starting to close down on days as they're losing rent for the building. It's almost as if their downfall is spiraling from the beginning. Dent will discuss this with Maroney, and it's revealed that Maroney was a part of this. He says that he started making some changes because all that matters to them is the money. It's not about the amount of people they put behind bars. It's not about the clients. It's all just about the money. Dent says all he ever wanted to do is help people, make Gotham a better place, and it's in this moment he realizes what a piece of scumbag Maroney really is. This entire time he was just manipulating him, because he didn't care about helping people. He just cared about the money. And it was only because of the image Dent represented that they were drawn to each other. Dent will angrily say he's out. From this point forward, he will no longer be a part of this. Dent leaves in disgrace, and just like you would expect, the law firm starts collapsing. Without the public face of DA Harvey Dent and the approval, everything starts tumbling down, including all the money Maroney had invested. However, Dent realizes that when he was with Maroney, Maroney helped spread his name, but now he's a nobody. He's nothing. Nobody acknowledges his support. Nobody looks to him. He's just like everyone else. His mission to become a beacon of hope and save the city won't work if he is just seen as the everyman. Meanwhile, back with Maroney, it's a mess. They're unable to find anyone to take their position, and the company is about to just go into closing when Harvey Dent steps right in and buys the company from Maroney. Maroney has no choice but to take this deal so he can keep the remaining shares he owned in Dent's law firm. Dent knew that he needed a way to stay back on top, to finally be the person that the city needed. If they believed in Harvey Dent, he would be the district attorney. And with that, we come to the end of the film.